Hello! I am going to walk you through my evening skincare routine as a 40 plus woman of color, black woman over here. And the reason I feel like this is important is because I'm actually treating fine lines here and here. And I am also working on hyperpigmentation here, and it's actually working. Let me be clear, the reason this video is relevant is because this stuff right here is working, so I want to share with you. But I thought, why not make this video a little bit more interesting? Let's go artistic on them this time. So what I'm going to show you today is my skincare routine, and as I walk through it, I'm going to show you products that I make myself. So some of these are all natural products. Some of them are products that are DIYs that aren't exactly natural, like this is a hyaluronic acid serum that I make, that's the DIY. And then like a night slugging kind of DIY technique that's more natural than putting Vaseline on your face, because there's a lot of folks out there saying that's what you do, and I can't believe it. I'm sorry. Anyway, but let's jump into the video. And while we do the artsy part of the video today, our conversation is going to be about beauty and the real meaning of beauty versus what we've been maybe seeing as like how we understand beauty, because God is working with me on that, and I want to share what he's like revealing to me in case it's helpful to you on your journey. And so let's jump into this, and I'm just going to pop up the label of what it is that I am using, and if you want to know the DIY recipe, just hit me in the comments and I can either send it to you, put it in the chat, or send you the video, because there's a chance I've actually made a video for it too, or I will make a video. So let us go forward. Okay.
All right, so let's talk beauty just a little bit here. So, God told me, and I'm still learning, something that's really been on my mind, and I'm starting to see more and more of a struggle beyond myself as well, as far as being able to be instead of doing. God has told me to show people who I am and not what I can do. I've grown up and lived a whole life of being encouraged to show people what I can do versus showing people who I am. So I'm trying to relearn that for myself, and I think beauty really plays a part in that experience. So I feel like we can maybe all agree that we haven't gotten the full truth of beauty when it comes to societal expectations. We've been made to believe that beauty is external, how you look and how you're perceived by someone else. Someone else gets to determine if you are worthy. Someone else gets to determine if you will be affirmed. But God is the affirming party for us all in truth. Beauty is to be seen by others as something that is consumed in a way, right? Or that's how it feels at times. But real beauty is something different. Our features may factor into some level of appreciation at best, but really it's our actions that determine how we experience beauty. It determines how we admire ourselves, how we feel a sense of completion about who we are, a sense of confidence about who we are. Our physical traits are appreciated, but it's not something that will stand the test of time. It's who we are on the inside. It's who God sees within our actions and within our heart that really reflect long-standing beauty. The type of beauty you can't go out and buy or cover with makeup or put on the things we do to maybe feel more presentable to ourselves and others. How do we celebrate and know true beauty? I had to ask myself this question, and when I really thought about it, I tried to think about when were the moments I actually felt beautiful. And 3 examples come to mind from my recent moments in my life. One example is my mom and I were at a church gathering, and a moment where I felt beautiful was when I did a kind gesture of holding her purse and putting it inside my purse so her purse wouldn't have to touch the ground. I know that's a silly thing, but it felt good to be able to help and to be of service to my mom. Now, keep in mind, my mom and I have had a long healing journey, and we didn't always have great communication with each other, but we have done a lot of work and we continue to try to do the work, but it's taken a lot for us to get to this point. Another time is having a difficult talk with my dad, where I had to tell him, something he said bothered me, and for us to work through that moment and to still show up for each other. And that was tough, but to be vulnerable is a place where beauty, true beauty, resides. I'm still learning how to say how I feel and to present vulnerability. Even though this is something I teach, the practice is still a practice. Another area where I felt beautiful was on Mother's Day, when my sister, big sister, and brother-in-law gifted me a piece of Mother's Day art that was really thoughtful and considerate. And on this particular Mother's Day, I wasn't able to be with my children in person, and so I think it just felt really nice to be considered and not forgotten on this day when they didn't have to take the time. And I really appreciate just being remembered on such a day, beyond just my children. So that felt nice and beautiful, because it was something that I wasn't expecting, and it was really thoughtful and considerate. So all of these examples kind of have a theme of joy, consideration, vulnerability, laughter, kindness, and I think that's where beauty is. I think beauty is an experience that we actually have. It's not just how we present ourselves to the world, it's how we feel in the world, within ourselves, and in our relationships. So just thinking about it, to me, beauty is a moment when we're feeling creative, when we're vulnerable, when we're laughing with our loved ones, when we're in quiet, honest prayer with God, and the moments when we realize our own mistakes and choose to grow and learn instead of ignore or blame. Beauty is hard. Life can be hard, but life is beautiful, isn't it? So to me, I've been working on trying to remember what real beauty is, what real beauty feels like. When I felt closest to it, it's when I've also felt closest to God. When I've been closest to beauty, I've also felt my most honest and most vulnerable, So I just think that there's a lot to be said for beauty in general. So in conclusion, beauty is as beauty does. While our clothes in youth can be mindful and offer our expression, true beauty lives on through all seasons. From new birth to our final days in the elder years, as we hope to be blessed with time to experience all the changing seasons of our godly vessel. Our beauty is cultivated and it's managed and is returned to us through God. And ultimately, God is our gracious beholder. He's the one who determines what makes us beautiful as we get to experience those moments. And we can also participate by being present, slowing ourselves down to ask the question more often, when was the last time I felt beautiful? Why did I feel beautiful? What was it about that moment that made me feel the expression of beauty? Normally, it's not when we're wearing something externally exclusively. There's so many dimensions that live beyond just our physical expression. So I ask that we all consider how to go deeper into our heart space, our posture of being and living and feeling beautiful, all cylinders firing all at the same time. So this is just the thoughts that came to mind for me, and I hope that you've enjoyed my video where I just kind of talk with you about something that I'm working through. I hope this has felt helpful and useful. You can definitely rewatch this video. You can definitely leave a comment and share any thoughts of your own regarding beauty. But I really did enjoy putting this together, and I hope that you can appreciate the effort here. I would like to invite you to subscribe as always, and turn on your bell notification if you like this kind of content. I like to try new things here on the channel, so I really do appreciate any feedback you can give me, so that way I can make sure to incorporate what you find helpful here on the channel, as this channel is really a place for me to self-reflect and find personal growth and honesty to do what God has called me to do, which is to show people who I am and not what I can do. I love trying to figure out how to create more videos that focus on creativity and meaning that also can reach out and be helpful to someone else. So I thank you again for watching this video, and yeah. Alright, well, we still have some video left to go, so I want to invite you to leave a comment where maybe you share your last moment where you felt beautiful. And I'd love to see kind of what moments for viewers stand out, just because I think our collective experience can be great to, better see examples of where beauty might be showing up and where we could be missing it too. So, since there's still a little bit of time in the video, I just figured why not talk about the hair, because I love talking about hair on the channel. So our beauty conversation's now closed, but I do want to also mention, or I guess the beauty segment's now closed on the voice recording. So just to talk a little bit about the hair, if you haven't seen my 2-week wash day routine, there is a video posted. My hair is actually week 2 hair, where I took out my week 1 style and I re-moisturized my hair and put them in twists, and then I just took the twists out a few days later, and this is working like a champion. I really love the definition and the ease of taking care of my hair overnight. So I just put on these scrunchies to stretch my curls to get a little bit more length, and then I kind of let that be enough. So I got these scrunchies over on Amazon like 7, 8, 9 months ago. I don't know, way back at the beginning of my hair journey. So maybe actually not 7, 8 months ago, closer to like around November is when I got these scrunchies. And they work great. So I just layer them on all the way to the ends, not so tight that it would take the curl out of my hair, but not so loose that my hair won't actually get any stretch. So also when I re-moisturize my hair, I just use oil and the henna hair butter that I make, and I use just a very light little bit of setting foam, and that was enough. So my hair is actually very soft to the touch, and it's still really set. Also, I like to use this headband to get my hair to lie down a little bit, and so there's no frizz at my roots. So this is kind of the look that I do for bedtime, and then I'll use a scarf to tie down the scrunchy pigtails, and then normally I will just put a bonnet over it to make sure that the ends of my hair that is kind of still visible are also protected. I do normally sleep on a silk pillowcase as well, and a part of my anti-aging routine for my face also involves using a pillow that is designed to reduce face creasing. So I want you to check out this pillow here, and how I make that work is I basically put 2 pillows in my silk pillowcase to make sure that the pillow for anti-aging is very firm, and it's been working out really good. So I find with getting a little bit older and wanting to preserve my skin really well, you actually don't want to have 45 pillows on your bed. It's good to have one pillow that you sleep on, and it just needs to be a really firm pillow. But having an anti-aging pillow has been really priceless. I invested in one 10 years ago, but only this year did I realize I've been using it wrong for the last 10 years because there wasn't enough firmness in the pillows. So my hack was to put 2 pillows in one silk pillowcase, putting the anti-aging pillow on top. And so when I lay on it with my face tape, as you see here, my face isn't actually having any additional wrinkling happening unless I am sleeping real rough and tumble, but that's rare. I usually sleep pretty well with this pillow hack that I was describing. And applying the facial tape, it's good to apply it more upwards. So above where you're treating the wrinkle, if you put it right at the point where your wrinkle is forming, it actually creates more of a sag from my experience. So we puff out the area or stretch out the area where the wrinkling is, happening, and then we press firmly, and then that's pretty much that. So I think we've got the gist of it. I hope you've enjoyed this nighttime routine, and I'll look forward to catching you in the next episode. May God bless you today. Bye.